Cellulose insulation is an insulation product made from cellulose fibers and can be used as an alternative to conventional glass wool. Cellulose insulation can come from any cellular plant source, like corn cobs and sawdust, but generally it is made from recycled newspapers, cardboard, office paper, and the like. In this case, it is made of 85% newspaper and 15% borate or ammonium sulfate additives. In contrast, fiberglass insulation is made of only 35% recycled material. To make cellulose insulation, recycled paper is placed on a conveyor belt and moved to a primary mixer where it is coarsely shredded. Then, a powerful magnet removes metals, such as staples and paper clips. Paper is then shredded to smaller strips. Borate chemicals are added to the paper for fire, pest, mold, and mildew resistance. Next, the shreds are put through a refiner and are refined to cellulose fibers. The final product is then stuffed into packaging and sold. Cellulose insulation has heat insulation values comparable to fiberglass. However, studies have shown that cellulose actually outperforms fiberglass insulation, because cellulose insulation achieves a much tighter pack in building cavities, thus allowing less air exchange. Unlike normal fiberglass insulation, cellulose insulation will not melt in fire. The insulation is made fire-resistant by the addition of boric acid powder in the manufacturing process. Scientists at the National Research Council of Canada had reported that cellulose insulation increases the fire resistance of insulated building assemblies by 22 to 55% when compared to fiberglass insulation. These fire retardant additives also serve to protect from pests and fungus. Since cellulose insulation can be applied uniformly and sprayed into small crevices, it provides better sound attenuation than fiberglass. Also, the fact that cellulose is about 3 times denser than fiberglass contributes to sound reduction. Environmental benefits. Cellulose insulation is one of the greenest building products in the world, not only because it is reducing the energy required to heat buildings, but also because of the low amount of energy required for manufacture and its high recycled material content. Studies have shown that cellulose-insulated homes use 27% less energy for heating than homes insulated with fiberglass batting. Cellulose insulation has a low embodied energy due to a simple manufacturing process involving the recycling of existing paper. Fiberglass is up to 10 times more embodied energy than cellulose. Foam products have up to 64 times more. Because of its low energy cost, the pollution from manufacture is also negligible. Another big plus for the environment is the high amount of recycled content in cellulose insulation. It contains up to 85% recycled material compared to fiberglass, which only has about 40%. Foam insulation has virtually no recycled content. By using recycled paper, the installation of cellulose insulation prevents the paper from going to a landfill and turning into methane as it decomposes. In fact, if all the paper going into American landfills were converted to cellulose insulation, it would save 8 million tons of greenhouse gas emissions annually. That's equivalent to 1.7 million cars. Also, any insulation material left over after installation in a building can be recycled, unlike fiberglass or foam. Besides being environmentally friendlier, cellulose insulation is also healthier for humans than some alternatives. Fiberglass is a skin irritant and it may emit formaldehyde. Dense polyurethane foam is made with fossil fuels and is toxic during installation. Because it is simply made by re-refining recycled paper and has a low specific energy, the cost of manufacturing cellulose insulation is low. Consequently, the market price of cellulose insulation is not excessive. It is the installation of cellulose insulation that is more expensive than that of fiberglass insulation. Cellulose insulation will typically cost $1.17 to $1.50 per square foot, compared to 25 to 90 cents per square foot for fiberglass bats. However, the long-term cost is less due to greater energy savings.